Hello everyone. In previous episodes, I showed my ability to predict future events in finance, sports, and more. While this information is important, it is even more crucial to learn how to use it to your advantage, to stay ahead of everyone else. That is why today, I begin to fulfill my true purpose, creating a new society of exceptional individuals, grounded in innovative principles of relationships, intelligence, prosperity, and happiness. Today marks the beginning of your new successful life. I strive to challenge the paradigm of modern upbringing and education. Liberate you from mental constraints and raise your horizons to unprecedented heights, ultimately offering you a life beyond your wildest dreams. Every human being desires some form of success in their life. This is enrooted in your personality. Indeed, success is a concept that everyone can define in their own way. It is not always associated with wealth. It can also involve harmonious relationships, spiritual growth, or contributing to society. Nevertheless, there are several common aspects that can help you determine when you have truly achieved success. Primarily, success is connected to the accomplishment of your goals. If you have set goals for yourself and have achieved them, that is already a success. However, difficulties may arise here, as many people do not know how to set their goals, let alone how to achieve them. Understanding this issue, I will teach you how to stop wasting your time pursuing vague objectives and instead, how to establish clear goals using the SMART principle. Specific, this means that the goal should be clear and specific. Instead of saying, I want to be rich, say, I want to earn $100,000 by the end of the year. Measurable, your goal should be measurable so that you can track your progress. For example, I want to lose 10 kilograms by summer. Achievable, this means that your goal should be realistic and attainable. If you have never done any running, I want to win a marathon might be too ambitious a goal. Relevant, the goal should be important to you and align with your values. For example, if health is important to you, then I want to start exercising would be a relevant goal. Time-bound, set a clear deadline for achieving the goal. This helps create a sense of urgency and motivation. I want to complete an English language course within 6 months. That's how it works. Imagine your goal is to climb a mountain. Now let's make this goal SMART, a specific goal to reach the top of Mount Elbrus within a year. This goal is measurable, we know it's the top of Mount Elbrus. With the proper preparation, it's achievable since many people have already climbed this mountain. It's relevant to your interests and values, and it has clear deadlines. Remember, success is a continuous process of self-development and self-discovery. Don't be afraid to revise your goals and your concept of success as you grow personally. Another key factor for achieving success in your life is, undoubtedly, self-discipline. I believe that discipline is one of the few foundations of modern upbringing that positively influences personal growth and certainly gives you an advantage over others. Here's your first piece of advice. Start small. If you want to develop self-discipline, begin by forming simple and useful habits. For example, wake up 10 minutes earlier every morning and use that time for reading or exercising. After a week or so, you'll be able to get out of bed an hour earlier. That's an additional 7 hours per week and 30 hours per month. Think about how many productive things you can accomplish with that extra time. And here's your first challenge. Wake up 10 minutes earlier than usual and make sure to write down what you have accomplished during these 10 extra minutes every day. Learn words in a new language, read a chapter of a book, or engage in any other activity. Remember that everyone has days when sticking to a routine is difficult. It's important not to deviate from the task at hand because you'll have to fight with yourself, your own mind, and your habits. We'll start small and gradually continue moving forward. As an option, use these free 10 minutes to formulate your SMART goal. Share your goal in the comments below this video, and I will monitor your progress, offering guidance on how to achieve it. And now, continuing with our theme, we will talk to the brilliant mind of all times. A person whose principles of logical thinking allowed him to solve the most complex puzzles and uncover incredible crimes. An individual whose success in the world of criminology is simply undeniable. Welcome, friends. Today we have Sherlock Holmes as our guest. Hello, Sherlock. I'm pleased to welcome you to our show. Knowing how busy you are, thank you for taking the time for us.
Hello, Aisha. I'm glad to be here. The weather on Baker Street is wonderful, and as always, I'm ready for investigations and new challenges.
I'd like to dive right into the topic of today's episode. Sherlock, in your opinion, what key qualities have helped you achieve such outstanding intellectual success?
A great question, Aisha. In my work on investigations, key qualities include logic and observance. Logic allows me to analyze facts and make deductions, while observance helps me notice details that might escape others. Also, important qualities are perseverance, tolerance for failures, and a thirst for knowledge. I always strive to learn more.
These qualities sound like an excellent set of tools for solving complex puzzles and crimes. How can they be useful for ordinary people striving for success?
Logical thinking and observance are useful in many aspects of life. They help make informed decisions, analyze situations, find solutions to problems, and even improve social connections. Understanding the motives and emotions of other people is also part of the puzzle we call interpersonal relationships.
You have rightly noted that understanding other people and the ability to work with them are important for success in various areas of life.
Absolutely, Aisha. Interpersonal skills, such as empathy and effective communication, can also make a significant difference. So can a constant desire to learn and grow, regardless of the obstacles.
Sherlock, how do you assess the impact of technology on modern-day investigation? What's the main advantage of contemporary methods compared to your time?
Dear Aisha, technology has changed the game. Modern data analysis and biometrics methods have made investigations more precise and faster. However, no gadget can replace common sense and logic. As I always say, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Sherlock, how can analogies from the past shed light on the future?
Analogies from the past are the key to understanding future events. By studying history and the world around us, we can discover patterns and trends that may repeat. However, as always, it's important not to forget that the future is a much more complex puzzle, and its solution depends on us.
We know that you've always had your faithful companion, Dr. John Watson. What was it like working with him, and how important is your partnership for successful investigations?
Dr. Watson is an irreplaceable companion and a wonderful friend. Without his support and abilities, the investigations would not have been as successful. Besides, he's an excellent blood donor for my experiments.
I suggest inviting Dr. Watson to join us and ask him about his opinion on our collaboration. Dear friends, let's welcome Dr. John Watson.
Fantastic. Greetings, old chap. How long has it been since we last met?
Good afternoon, Aisha and dear viewers. Hi, Sherlock.
Sherlock, what was the most perplexing case you investigated together with Dr. Watson?
One of the most perplexing cases was the disappearance of Mrs. Hudson's dog. At first glance, it may not seem very important, but solving this puzzle brought us quite a bit of enjoyment.
Yes, Sherlock, it was a real criminal mystery. In fact, since then, Mrs. Hudson has become more cautious and started locking the back gate. After that, the dog never disappeared again.
Sherlock, Dr. Watson, you have so many exciting adventures and complex cases. But tell me, how do you entertain yourselves in your free time?
Oh, Aisha, in my free time, I often engage in playing chess. Chess is an excellent way to train the mind and analytical abilities. I also have a passion for music, especially playing the violin. It allows me to temporarily escape from work and enjoy the beauty of sounds.
Yes, and when Sherlock thinks about complex moves, I often join him to discuss how to solve chess puzzles better, and of course, have a cup of tea.
But we must not forget about our recent participation in a concert. Watson also has a knack for music. The combination of violin sounds and his snoring probably wouldn't qualify as a symphony, but it was a lot of fun.
Yes, Sherlock, sometimes even detectives need to have some fun and take a break from serious investigations. We are trying to find a balance between work and leisure.
That sounds wonderful. Chess, tea, and music are certainly great ways to spend your free time. Let's talk about Professor Moriarty. Sherlock, he is your greatest enemy and the main enigma of your investigations. What, in your opinion, are the motives and goals that Professor Moriarty pursues in his criminal schemes? Tell us about your last encounter with him and the lesson you took from it.
Moriarty's motives have always been complex and mysterious. His goals often revolve around dominance and control, and his main pleasure is playing cat and mouse. But alas, encounters with him always leave many questions unanswered. He is my eternal headache. Our last duel ended in a draw. I was ready to apply the biokinetic theorem, and he was poised to use existential philosophy. But in the end, we both realized that in our struggle, the main enemy was the English weather. The lesson: always carry an umbrella.
Sherlock, our viewers are interested in your methods of training the mind. What books, exercises, or techniques can you recommend for developing logical thinking?
To develop logical thinking, I would recommend starting with reading classic literary works and solving puzzles. This will help improve analytical skills and sharpen the mind. As you can see, even Watson was able to evolve into a good detective.
Thank you for the compliment, Sherlock. I hope someday you can evolve into a normal person.
In conclusion to our meeting today, Sherlock, Dr. Watson, what message would you leave for our viewers?
Great life puzzles are solved not only with reason but also with a passion for exploration. Never stop searching for answers, as that is where true adventure lies.
In life, there is always room for improvement and self-improvement. Remember that each day is a new page in your story, and only you decide how to fill it.
Thank you for a fantastic conversation. Good luck with your investigations.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, dear viewers. Well, my friend, it's time for us to get to work. There's quite a backlog of cases to address.
Of course, I've already missed our investigations. Goodbye, everyone, until we meet again.
In the next episode, we will discuss financial literacy, budget management, investments, and creating new sources of income. And it won't be a boring lecture. I will demonstrate through my own example that everything is possible. We will generate business ideas and bring them to life. And, of course, we will discuss all of this with our guest, a brilliant entrepreneur and innovator in the business world. Don't forget to complete the tasks I've assigned. Subscribe to my channel, and see you soon.